It was basically like I was splashing around in this huge dark storm with water everywhere and the waves were like 10 feet tall. Hello guys, I'm Bailey. Yeah. So today I'm going to be telling you about my near-death experience. It's a pretty funny story, so get your popcorn, get your nice drinks, and be seated, and we're gonna tell a story. So basically what happened is I was out kayaking with my family, my sister and my mom. And yes, first off, we can just give me a round of applause for actually going out and doing something, okay? So my sister and I thought it would be really cool if we tried to jump out of the kayaks in the middle of the lake and just go swimming, just have a good time. So, you know, thought it would be a good idea, didn't think anything bad would happen, obviously. We're kayaking, we'll jump out, swim, get back in our kayaks, and go back to shore, just row our way back, row our problems away. It didn't work out. My sister is a really good swimmer, she's on swim teams, and she does cool competitions and stuff. She's good at swimming. I, on the other hand, am not that good. I'm okay, I can swim enough to survive, but I guess in scary situations I just flail about and forget how to swim. I don't know. This was just a weird time. So we decided that we were just gonna jump in at the same time. So I was like, okay, I'll count to 3 and then we'll jump in. 1, 2, 3, and we jumped in out of our kayaks. And then that's when the trouble started. And then we realized, you know, it's not that easy to just swim around and have fun because our kayak could end up like miles away in this giant lake and that wouldn't be good. So we decided we were gonna grab the kayaks. So this is when I start flailing about and forget how to swim basically. And I'm like, oh my gosh, gotta get the kayaks. So I grab my boat and I'm like, pulling it back, and then when I'm, again, forgetting how to swim, kind of flailing randomly, I flail and I just grab Piper's boat too. Piper's my sister, I don't know if I said that. So then I grab her boat, and then basically I'm holding on to both of them, and then her boat, because both of us are holding on to it, starts to sink, and it basically tips over slightly, and it's practically upside down. I don't think it got all the way, but it was like halfway. It was like sideways. So at this point, the boat is starting to get water inside of it, and it's filling with water. We're trying to tip it back over, so we just push it back to where it's upright. I grab my boat again. So at this point, we try to jump back into our boats, and it was not working out. We couldn't get back into them for some odd reason, and we did not know why. It was just like we weren't strong enough, or the boats were too floaty or something. I don't know. Just weird sciencey stuff. We could not get back into them. So we were just struggling, and then when we finally realized we just are gonna have to swim these things back to shore, dragging them, that's when my sister's boat started to sink. So if you forgot, a few moments ago I said that Piper's boat did have some water getting inside of it. Well, apparently it kept filling up with water, and as it got lower and lower because it was heavier and heavier with water, more water got inside of it. Also, if you don't know, I am a weakling. I have like no muscle. I can probably do 1 push-up if I try really, really hard. I'm not strong, so we already knew this was not gonna go well. My sister decides she's going to drag the boats back and I can just go behind the one that's sinking and try to keep it above the water and just push it up and like push it forward or something. So I'm like, that's a great idea. Let's do that. Good plan. And I go back and I start trying to push it up and get it through the water, and in the end, I just kind of end up holding on to it as it's sinking. I mean, I was pretty determined. I was gonna save that boat. It's just, I don't have any muscles, so I wasn't pushing it or like pulling it to the surface. It was more like I was just holding on to it and I was gonna sink with that boat. So I'm screaming and flailing like I do, and my sister's just trying to get those boats to dry land, and my mom is just taking pictures of us and laughing, and we're screaming for help because literally I'm struggling so much and I'm actually sinking with the boat. The whole entire beach is staring at us at this point as we're screaming and flailing and trying to keep this one boat upright, which you basically can't see at this point because it's pretty much entirely underwater. And the other one is just being drug along by the 2 of us, mostly my sister. So at this point, everyone's staring at us. My mom won't help us, which would have been really nice, honestly. But she just got a bunch of funny pictures of us, and I'm not putting them in this video. But basically, it was just an embarrassing moment, and when we finally got to the end of the water, I was out of breath from doing way more exercise than I've probably done in the last year, and I was drenched in water, and I was kind of in tears a little bit because that was a lot. It was a lot. And then we basically just dried off. Everyone kind of looked at us a little bit and then went back to whatever they were doing on the beach. And then I just tried to erase as much of that trauma from my memory as I could. But in all seriousness, it's better now. Everything's fine. It was just a funny story and it wasn't that much of a near-death experience. Although I did say it when we were getting out of the water. I was like, Piper, that was a near-death experience. And she was like, Bailey, it really wasn't that bad. And I just think I see things differently. I see things like a cartoon. So that was a lot more intense to me. It was basically like I was splashing around in this huge dark storm with water everywhere and the waves were like 10 feet tall, but really it was like a still lake and we were just screaming and everyone was staring at us. So yeah. And that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching it. If you want to see more videos like this, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you want more storytime videos. And also don't forget to comment below any video requests that you have for me to do, especially summertime videos or just other cool videos or something like that. I don't know what kind of ideas you guys have, okay? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos, and you can turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any. And I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.